All right, I've been called in from the stands to hop down and fill in for a run that wasn't able to begin, unfortunately. I'm AK Daly, and I'm going to be running Phantasy Star Online Episode 1 and 2 today. Let's jump right in. Sorry to cut off the cutscene. The opening intro is actually pretty hype. So, this is the any percent Hunter Glitchless category. I've been running several different categories in this game, but this is one of the ones that's like the most consistent while also not being very long. Time will start once I start character creation. I'll count it down now. This is only going to be episode 1, just the name of the game is episode 1 and 2. This will just be clearing one of the final bosses. Alright, let's go in 3, 2, 1, start. It would help if I picked the right class. So we're going to use the name C. Pick the orange section ID, because we are big on getting daggers in this game. Daggers are good sources of money, and they are huge for this class's attack. Like attack power, DPS. Or the reason why the time starts on character creation is the in-game timer actually starts on character creation, so it's just a little bit of a weird quirk about this game. Right now I'm like not warmed up at all. This is actually like the worst Huka I've probably ever randomized. It's so short. Like, have you ever seen a robot this small walk around with a lightsaber? I'm sorry, a photon saber. So there's a 2 out of 3 chance I'm going to get a map I don't want, but since this is a marathon, we're not going to go on like a reset journey. When you do competitive times, you just kind of only go for the best map. We'll see what we get today. The other maps lose to like 2.5 minutes, but it's not the end of the world. This is in fact the worst map. Okay, that's what we get. So Huka abilities are to not necessarily have as much power as other classes, but a lot more accuracy. Right now we just got to clear out enemies one at a time and slowly make our way through the forest one level. Oh, wow, low rolls there. The doors won't open until we clear most of the enemies in any given room. I want to do most things with 3-hit combos. The first attack is going to be the least accurate, and the last attack in a combo is going to be the most accurate. I'm going to try to finish closest to the door whenever the door opens, so you don't want to spend extra time walking. Here's a Monest. This thing's kind of annoying. Set down a damage trap here and hopefully take out all the Mothmats. Oh, one got in the way. Okay, so my auto-targeting there targeted the box. It's kind of a thing that they just love to steal targeting away. Fortunately, the damage trap did clear out the rest of the Mothmats. The traps are super important, yes. As much as possible, I want to use all of the traps that I have in my inventory because they give little optimizations here and there. Since I don't have like any other source of like technique damage, because androids don't use techniques at all, making perfect use of traps is going to be key to getting fast times. My internal clock timing is going to be all off because I don't play this map normally, but I'm waiting to feed my mag here to give myself some more stats. Wow, you can tell how many times I played this Monest. So normally, like I said, I was supposed to optimize my traps, but since I was playing on a map I don't normally play, I didn't even think about what would be a good use of the traps. Sometimes there just aren't any on these early levels. It's a little bit further away. Okay. Seriously, I still can't feed my Meg. Feels like it's been 5 minutes. It only takes 3.5 minutes from the start of the game. There it is. I don't have a timer going on my side today, so it's going to be a little weird. Chase down this guy. Okay, that one did not work so well. And they almost all jumped out of that confused trap. Not that confusion is really big on wolves. Okay, so I want to grow that Meg in a very specific way so that I can get a little bit of extra. That's right, one shot. I'll get a little bit of extra power early on. But like, if investing in power early just pays off dividends. Oh, wow. That Rappy fielded that Go-Boa. Get down, Mr. President. Okay. Well. So anyway, that was Forest 1. A map I do not normally play, but let's get serious now. This is where I will obviously stop making mistakes from now on. This is the map that has recently become to be known as Steve. No offense to Steves out there, but I'm very familiar with this map because I get it about like 75% of the time. It's not very good for like getting money. Okay. That Go-Boa was not having it there. So it's important to always hit these pillars. You could choose to skip them, and you wouldn't be able to access the final level of the game. I've done that in runs before. If there's one thing I want to do today, it's not make that kind of mistake. This room, this is the first of... Well, I guess technically that hallway over there was also like this, but it's going to be the first of a few rooms that you don't have to actually defeat everything in the room to unlock the door. There's just like multiple chains of waves going on. And upon defeating that second Ragrappy, the door opens. I should have opened this bridge a little bit sooner, perhaps. Positioning just seemed too good as it was. So at the end of the bridge, there's always 2 weapons and a guaranteed armor. We got armor out of that. When I say armor, it's like frames or armors. I want to check those, and I want to get as many slots as possible on my frames or my armors. That is not the right thing. Yeah, we're already level 3. That's what happens when you play a slow map in Forest 1. You level up weird times. So I did get the right Go-Boa at least. Gigaboom is very beefy. There you are. Alright, this room coming up here is a little bit tricky. It's also got, like, optional waves. But in my case, I can use that to my advantage. I'm going to have the Ragrappy and the Hilda Bear attack each other. Unfortunately, the Raffy actually got out of confused trap range, so this did not work out very well at all. It's fine though. Just a little bit slower. One HP. Come on. So I want to keep the Rappy alive as much as possible, because if I kill it, it's going to spawn some other annoying stuff. Like, I guess it would spawn Boomas. It's not the end of the world, but Rappy's easier to control around. Same thing here. We'll try this again. I'm going to try to confuse these guys. I can sort of keep the Hildebear in place here. Alright, so watch this. Hildebear will swing at the Rappy, but it's too tall. He actually can't hit the Rappy. Well, I hit the Rappy, but the Hildebear was already dead. Okay, let's open boxes while we wait for this thing to spawn in. Thankfully, the last Monist we'll be seeing today. These things just take forever to kill. Anything good over here? Maybe a blue box. Hey, a barrier. That's a very good drop. So now I can stop taking so many hits to block a lot more. It's important that I heal when I'm at like 21 HP, because a crit from a Giga Boomo would definitely kill me. Actually, at this point, it might not. With the barrier, maybe not. Field Blue definitely can spawn on normal mode. It's a 1 in 500 chance for any like rare variant to spawn. Since there aren't many Hildebears to spawn in the first place, you don't see Hildeblues too often, though. This is a nice saber. It's got 15% native on it, which increases the attack power of the weapon by 15% against native opponents. Which is like a sizable number increase. Maybe 5 with a heavy attack. Alright, so we did get to the end of Forest. Now we get to fight the first boss, the dragon. This guy is really just kind of cranky. He woke up on the wrong side of the bed. His foot's kind of sore. If we were playing Force, we'd like cool him off, but we're just going to give him a nice little Photon Saber massage here. As long as you stay behind him, better than that. He'll never actually stop to attack you. I'm just a little bit off on my aim. There we go. I did kind of ask for that one, so I'm not going to get a quick kill here because of that. Most likely. Oh, and also because of those misses. But ideally, when he's resting like this, you do enough damage such that you avoid him falling down a second time, because it just wastes a little bit more time waiting for that. But didn't get that today because I was a little sloppy. Why am I pulling up the on-screen keyboard so often? So when you approach something that you are targeting with the targeting reticle on screen, like right now it's on the dragon's head, if you move around like that, you walk, you don't run. But if you take away your targeting reticle by bringing up in chat, then you just run freely. So now we're at phase 2. Once the dragon's down to 30% HP, you can't bring it any lower until it roars and activates phase 2, and we can't really finish it off before it does this little long sequence where we just have to dodge it digging underground. But you just kind of run towards it a little bit off to the side and it doesn't hurt you. Standing in the center, weirdly enough, is actually pretty safe. The dragon will pop open somewhere in the middle, but not like the very middle. Now we just finish it off, doing the same kind of combos, staying behind it. It's interesting that my targeting wriggle is targeting the back foot there. Targeting this game is pretty janky sometimes. And it's done. So now I just have to collect some loot and then move on to the next level. Hey, bear daggers, that's very good. Star Atomizer is good for money. And we open these boxes. There's a few other ones, but they just don't have generally very good stuff. Tailpipe is huge. That is a lot of money that I don't have to spend now. Yeah, I definitely don't want to be standing where the dragon falls, because yes, it would... I don't know if it would kill me at level 3, but it would be pretty bad. It does a lot of damage. So you gotta talk to the boss man here. Next stage to unlock. Oh, nice 10% daggers, by the way. How are these handguns? They're the same. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of all this stuff I don't need here. Like that. Did I get any slots? Nope. I will keep the armor then. I'll keep the armor that's better, which is, I guess, this one. Get rid of that. Don't need those. Don't need that. Get rid of that. So I'm actually okay on money in spite of playing on that bad map. So time to feed the Meg again. You want to buy that. You have a tailpipe. And one of that. Let's check the shop for extra slots. Eye armor 2 slot, but it's way too expensive, sadly, so I'm just gonna have to leave it. So buy antidotes for the Meg, and we're done. We will drop our money on the ground, because using the bank is overrated. People are very honest citizens here on Pioneer 2. Shop lady will watch our money for us. Now we're going on to caves. So any key item, weapon drops I'm hoping for. At this point I want a sword. That's like my first multi-target potential. This shark took its time getting over here to the party. Oh hey, speaking of sword. So this is another map that has like a lot of optional waves on it. We're gonna let these two sharks fight each other while we deal with the lilies. The sharks are optional, the lilies are required. Sometimes I awkwardly like fall through the lily like that. We'll finish this guy off, get the experience. Basically, there's probably no reason for me to fight extras on this map. I could skip some because I did the Bad Forest one, but it's only going to take me so far. But I am a little bit higher on EXP than normal. That was a very unfortunate miss there. Also, oh, I didn't put on my armor. I was like, why am I getting knocked down? Equipping your equipment is good, I found. So you might, well, no. Might notice evil sharks are very much like the Booma enemies we were fighting in Forest, and they basically are carbon copies, but they just have a different attribute and more stats. But the enemy fry in this game is generally a lot better than that. We'll start seeing level 5 already. You're going to start seeing a lot of unique stuff in caves that you have to be a little bit more careful about than the stuff in Forest that mostly just ran at us. For the meantime, I'm still going to check boxes for things like blue boxes. Hopefully get some slotted frames. Shield isn't bad. Core shield isn't bad. So that like gives me a little bit more damage mitigation and like another 1% chance of evasion. Dang. With these daggers, I can do 1 combo kills on most evil sharks, as long as I'm not unlucky. Little freeze trap here on this guy. Got so much HP. Wow, nice double miss. Worked out. Another theme that, like, if I'm trying to be super optimal, I would avoid stopping unless I'm gonna, like, do as many actions as possible when I stop. So, like, whenever you start walking or running, you're gonna have a little period of time where you're not moving at max speed. So every time you stop, you have to get over that initial acceleration. You don't just immediately start sprinting. So efficient movement means, like, do as much as you can in 1 sprint. I've done. Oh wow, I can even do normal heavy, maybe with a high roll. All right, this is a Nano Dragon. This is actually one of the scarier things in caves, and it saw me, unfortunately. I could walk up to my daggers, or walk up to it with my daggers, but it would generally just fly away. That's a pretty safe way to deal with it. It likes to hit me, though, with that beam for 31 damage. It's like the most damage almost anything does in caves. Wow. Okay, so Grass Assassins generally will, like, try to charge at you if they get the chance. But it's usually only in between, like, them being staggered. Oh, shoot, I shouldn't have used the damage trap. I'm level 5 already. This is so weird. Okay, it's not the end of the world. Just means one of the slimes that I need to fight later, I'll have to do the slow way. Oh jeez, I got chillened. That actually kind of bad. I don't want to use my 1 soul atomizer on this though, so I might not get any others. I like to have 2 soul atomizers by the end of caves. It's a good chance that I'll get some, but you know, I'm gonna try to play this safe, you know? Alright. So those battle sharks I would normally fight, but I am way ahead on experience, so I don't need to do that. Kind of slow. Alright, so the Meg feeding, I just screwed up. I'm supposed to be a monomate. That's alright. Might have a slower Dayrelly fight as a result of that. Welcome to Scuffed Speedruns Live. What did I get? It is a better shield. What? Why does it say my ATB will go down? What? ESO is such a weird game, yeah. It didn't actually go down. It's good to know that the gel's only affecting me a little bit. Just took a lot of damage for, like, very little reason. There we go. To make up the mistake on my Meg feeding, I might do some weird feeding later. But, like, part of the mistake that I made is, like, I could be using sword right now. I got that extra power level finished, but since I didn't, it's gonna be a little bit longer. Okay, a little bit too close to that. I like these monomate drops. It's gonna help avoid me ever having to shop. Handgun +1 probably would be better. I'm just not necessarily paying attention. Also, I don't know, I picked the bad daggers, but it didn't matter. Watching my HP closely here, because do not want to be at 31 or less against the Nano Dragon. Even though it's pretty easy to dodge them, sometimes you get caught out. You don't want to mess around with these guys. Especially since something like that could happen where you accidentally target a box. Yeah, Night Power would be good, Pyro. Otherwise, I can do it with 5 power levels. That's kind of a... no longer on the table. Ow. Get crit. I'm full on anti-paralysis, so I can't pick any up anymore. So can just feed one. It's a little less than ideal. Photon Trap would not be a bad item to get. It's worth 1,000 Meseta. Crazy things are worth more. No drop. Bad. Take this anti-paralysis though that I went out of my way for. More extras in this room that I can probably just ignore. Maybe I'll fight like one of them. Just to get it out of the way. Another sword. Now these boxes weren't worth checking, whatever. So that's Cave 1. One of 3 random maps that was honestly the one I probably don't like the most, even though it's not necessarily the slowest. Just kind of awkward. Now we get another set of 3 maps to choose from for Cave 2. Yes, one is pretty good. You escaped a little bit faster there. I hope that doesn't hit that thing. It wasn't supposed to pop up there. I want it to come over here. I'm not going to go over there. This is where I accidentally used a damage trap because I was leveled a little bit early. So we're going to kill this one with the freeze trap instead. So if you hit it once, it just kind of escapes. Then the second one died immediately. The damage trap right laid over there, because any trap that you lay, the slime spawns, immediately kills it. Probably level 6. That's pretty crazy. Should switch out the handgun that I have on top with the handgun +1 already. Yeah, the Meg will be a little scuffed, but it will turn out fine. Use the sword now. Here's how a sword works. A little bit inaccurate, but can hit multiple targets. Another sword. Those little traps, by the way, mostly can ignore them by using the same trick to like speed up as you don't target things. Mixing extra antidotes. Oh, I think dying actually hurt. Two to 4 player split screen is a thing. It is not faster than just doing one person mode because multiplayer enemies have higher HP and there are like more of them in forest and caves. So the run ends up being like an hour longer. Like the fastest single player times. I gotta heal that. 29 HP, no good. Nice juicy drop there. Alright, so these traps I actually have to kind of like squeeze through here and then it's fine. If you even just casually try to just sneak by them without squeezing, they'll pop and hit you. Correct, this is version 3. There have been like a lot of releases of this game, especially when you count like beta or like network trial editions. But like full releases, there was the original release on the Dreamcast, and then they made a version 2, which did the ultimate difficulty, challenge mode, another 100 levels, a bunch of other items, lots of stuff. And then a couple years later, on the GameCube and Xbox, it's this game, of course. And then they released it for PC. I guess version 2 was also a PC release, Dreamcast and PC, and then they released another PC port called Blue Burst a few years after the GameCube version. Oh, Stodgy Lily. What is my best sword? It's pretty close. Yeah, correct. I am actually playing this on a Wii. My GameCube no longer plays this game very well. This game is very sensitive to disc read errors. It will basically just stop if it encounters a disc read error. I can play for like maybe 10 minutes and then disc read error, and you feel sad because your progress won't be saved. Oh geez, where inventory is full. Could be cleaning this up, but I've not been thinking about that. I do have some time to think about what I want on top here. Alright, damage ship over there. Ow, miss into counter crit. I'm doing just fine on experience. Yeah, there was also episode 3, but that's more of a sequel to this game. Not a re-release. Hey, this is a good Cave 3 map. Just play Bad Forest 1 and then you won't get shorted on level 7. So we're gonna have probably a long day really fight unless we can find a brand. And even then, I probably won't be able to equip it unless I get some slots. Go with Night Power, which I haven't found either. Bigger plus 8 though, that's like the next best thing. I could use this Photon Blast later, but it was kind of annoying me, so I can use it now. With the sword, it's like not necessary. So Pan Arms, I can't do damage to it, so we're just gonna wait and work on our inventory here. Enough. It just has some ridiculous amount of defense that I can't overcome just yet. So one misconception I like to clear up often is that this game isn't really an MMO. This is like closer to like a Diablo game. In fact, it was like directly inspired by Diablo. It's just 4-player instances. PSO 2 is a little bit more... It's dark percent on this dagger, by the way. PSO 2 is still not an MMO, but it has a lot more like MMO-like elements. And then, like, Monster Hunter was inspired by this game. But no, I don't think anyone really considers Monster Hunter an MMO. There's just like ambiguity and overlap. Alright, last slime I have to deal with. Yeah, autogun, that's a good drop. I might have screwed up my mag a little bit too much and then panicked a little bit, so we'll see if I can equip the autogun right away. Like, yeah, gonna be a little bit short. Just a lot of it short on equipping the autogun in time for daily. I will be able to equip it eventually. Should not have had that like monomate before. Whatever. No time for regrets. Yuka Seal is a very cool category because there are so many things you can just barely get if you do everything correctly. And if you miss any of those, then you're like a little sad. There you are. A breaker. Wow, what a box rare. It's at least going to be worth some money. I'll never be able to equip that. The other day, I ran hard mode on this game, and as a Hue cast, you can equip the breaker eventually, which is kind of neat. How nice of this guy to fly, right? Where I was anyway. Wow. Double miss. Oh, didn't see that level 7 there. Alright, well, another inventory break. What should I drop this time? The extra handgun +1. The other handgun that I don't care about. I can put on the core shield, I guess. That should be fine for now. So the next wave after this is the one I would possibly want to use my Photon Blast on. But it's all good. Very nice saber, all things considered. I get hit with it. Alright. I see how it is. Oh hey, look at it. Look at that. It's our friend the Gnarlily. Just in case we didn't have enough experience already, we're gonna get a bunch more just now. And a Dragon HP, which I can't equip, sadly, because I have no slots. Now, I could shop, but we're just going to go straight. I got plenty of mag food left. Shopping is slow. I don't think I had anything worth attacking, like maybe I could get a Fire Saber, but these daggers will be okay. Speaking of feeding, let's stay on top of that. Actually might be able to use the autogun just barely. Depends on how close I am on this meter here. Oh yeah, just fine. Easy autogun. 15% is not bad. But this fight might not actually end up being too slow. Ideally, you kill Dayrelay in 3 cycles. It's a bad place to stand. So I'm hitting the mask 3 times here. The sword. Okay, I was a little greedy there. That's on me. This is also going to get me hit. Yep, okay. Let's calm down. I still had some HuCast in my blood there. It told me, like, hey, you should just keep firing. HuCast is fast with the sword. It's pretty nice. Yeah, this boss is notorious for stomping on newbies and honestly veterans alike. It's got a lot of HP, its attacks are pretty brutal. A crit could technically, theoretically kill me. It's never happened on this class. Thanks for that. Okay. Probably the most frustrating thing is that it's just so hard to get chances to hit it, especially when you don't know how to dodge its tentacles here. And we will do it correctly. Dang, triple miss. I gotta heal here. I'm actually feeling a little bit bad about all the extra heals I've had to use already, but I should be okay. Cross your fingers. Okay, the rock gods have spared us wasting a Monomate, so that's good. Next thing I want to see is, that's RNG related, is when he does the spike attack, he could either surround us at 3 or just spread 5 out on the stage. I can deal with 5, but I will almost always take a hit from the 3. Try to squeeze in hits whenever I can here. If you're asking if there's a consistent way to dodge the thing, it was just doing, well, yes. It just, when it breathes in, that's when it's aiming. Well, unfortunately, it's a 3 spikes. I'll do my best to clear this, but there's like almost no way. Oh? Oh wow, we actually got it. Saved ourselves some damage. That requires like lucky timing. So the amount of the fuse on each of those spikes is also random. Okay, and the mask came off. We're not in bad shape. Could be better, but I did take that hit. I took 2 hits actually. Be in much better shape than this. Alright, fighting this with a Dagger plus 8. Without any night powers. So, like, 3 cycles is unlikely. Alright. Dagger plus 8. Very nice drop. Considering that I don't have Brand. Like, plus 8 is 60 more attack power, which roughly translates as 6 more damage for every heavy attack. When the numbers are this low, 6 is a big deal. Alright. We're on cycle 2, by the way. There'll be another lights out after this. Oh, don't aim at the neck. I really just want to go for the head. Going for the neck right now does not help me in any way. Sometimes the targeting makes me aim at the neck, which is kind of annoying. Even if the face is actually in front of me. Gotta burn him out of me just to be safe. The rock gods spare us once again. Aim. All right, 5 spikes, please. Do what we can. Do we get lucky again? Oh. That time, no good. Thankfully, that damage is, like, kind of minor. Need to get a little bit closer. If you shoot from farther away, there's actually an accuracy penalty for any class that isn't a ranger. Double miss. Feeling like it's still gonna go to cycle 4. Won't be by like a ton, I think. It's regretting those early hits. Not be sitting there, it's not time yet. Yeah, the purple bubble spam that it does, there are certain places you can stand where the bubbles just kind of don't reach you, or they like despawn or never spawn in the first place. But it's not always the same spot. Shoot. Alright, I guess I'll heal this. Tentacle hit me at 51 HP, would be pretty sad. Dying at this point would be no bueno. Okay, I decided to make a mistake. Ooh. Calm down. Press the button and it didn't register, so I must have pressed it early. It just happened again there. Definitely not making 3 cycles now. Okay, hopefully this connects. It's going to do a little bit more damage, but it's not going to make a huge difference. We'll go to cycle 4. We've got enough recovery to be fine. Oh, I actually didn't hit the head. I hit the other pieces. That's a little sad. Okay, and one more time for the rock odds. They are merciful. My autogun's starting to fizzle out. There we go. Keep it together, autogun. I got a little bit more. Okay, so if I didn't get hit so many times, it should have been already dead by now. Getting hit is very costly. Hey, it's not 20 minutes, it's only 15. Like 11 ideally. Well, we begin cycle 4. It is what it is. It would be dead before it jumps off here, though. Maybe not. I'm so weak. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's dead. Thank you, chat, for explaining why I bring open the keyboard. It's also just a good habit in general to use the keyboard even if it doesn't help you, so you don't forget to use it when it does matter. Okay, brand? Nope. There's lots of good stuff here. We'll drop some of this. Knife I definitely want. Those boxes don't always drop that much loot, so I tried to make a judgment call for how much to drop before the boss fight. So yeah, that is, I don't know, it was a nice 2-slot solid train. Too bad I'll never can equip that. Maybe I should have gone back before Taylor just to see if I could get 1 slot to put this Dragon HP on. It's kind of a nice item. Hopefully there's a slot for me waiting. But first, let's take care of everything else. We're going to save that for emergency funds. This sword is better when Breaker cannot use. This autogun is replaced by that other autogun. One more telepipe, maybe. Actually, let's check the slots first. 2 slots armor. I think that is a yes, please. And feed the mag before we leave. So I can put on the Dragon HP now. Oh, I didn't even sell that stuff. That's fine. The only thing we're missing right now is a brand. So yeah, Dragon HP, 40 bonus HP. I'm not really worried about dying at this point. However, having more HP means less chance of getting toppled by anything that hits me. You generally get knocked over by anything that does 25% of your HP or more. Yeah, I thought I could maybe boxes at once, but I was bad. So yeah, sword is essential in mines. The enemy density starts going up because there are no... Like, everything is multiplayer density at this point. For Forest and Caves, they add some variants of the maps that are designed just for single player. But there's, like, not a lot of stuff. They kind of expect, like, oh, you've got AoE at this point. So mines don't have anything reducing the number of enemies. Just a little slow in the uptake there. Yeah, I've run Phonoroll, and it's been a while since I've gotten a Dragon HP on that. But that does save a lot of time, because otherwise you have to get, like, little digger HPs. And you have to get, like, 3 of them, or actually 4 of them to be perfectly safe. And hint, it's not easy to get 4. Not easy to get a 4-slot frame in the first place. Let these guys fight while I check out the lead back here. Hey, Night Power, very good. Before level 2, that would be good if I was a Force. See that guy coming. Mini-map awareness, very good thing to have. So I want to put on the Night Power. That's going to be +1 damage on all normal attacks, +2 on heavy attacks. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it adds up fast. And just keep feeding the Meg in the meantime. Canadians very nicely do not have a lot of HP, so they can get popped pretty easily. Shoot. Put down the freeze trap and this guy's like immediately like, how about I don't join the party and shoot this laser instead? Heal tricks can be kind of annoying like that. Escape Bell, by the way, is a very nice speedrun item, especially for some of the more dubious categories like You know, episode 2 glitchless. Get Bard at level 2. Bard is the item we like to meme. What is this? Another Solemnizer, good. Barda used to be an okay technique, and then they nerfed it for some reason very heavily on version 3 of this game. So you don't see much of it in its speedruns, even on the classes that are good with it. Still looking for a brand. Deal with this. Just gonna use this autogun for single target damage until I get something better. See, like, normally a Guild Trick Punch would knock me over, but since I've got Dragon HP, I'm fine. Basically easy mode to have the Dragon HP on, so it's perfect for me, because I'm not stellar at avoiding hits. Gather around all ye Guild Tricks. Alright. Experience curve is still feeling a little weird, but I think it's mostly normal. Oh, even Sinnohs can't knock me over, that's nice. Did get unlucky with the miss right there. But Dragon HP bailed me out. Brand? Mechon. Okay, Mechons I generally don't use. However, there's like one thing I might use them on. They're just a little too inaccurate. They're very good late game items in this game, just because of their ability to shoot, you know, so many bullets at once. But I'm just not strong enough for those bullets to be worth a lot right now. Equip my Solemnizers. That'd be a good idea. Damage trap followed up by Grease Trap to efficiently take those guys out. I don't know, I went all the way over here. For some reason I thought Canadian spawned, but I guess that's something else. That's why I equipped the Sodomizer. I got slowed, but I can cure it instantly by putting it on the pallet. Annoying. Move. I don't want to get shocked. Just gotta open some switches for the door. There's some boxes over here. I still haven't gotten a brand yet, so I'm gonna check them. Night power minus minus. That is tempting, but I will keep the Dragon HP on. Probably giving me more benefit and a little bit more attack power would at this point. Right. Get a lot of easy experience here just by taking all these before they self-destruct, or I can just finish them off myself. That works too. Fun fact though, on Dreamcast version, at least version 1, I assume version 2 as well. Yeah, these Canadians have like twice as much HP. So right now they nerfed the normal mode HP of Canadians down to like 77. They didn't change their experience values, so they're very experience efficient. Also, I'm invincible right now. As you can see, the little yellow dots circling up around me. Be able to make a little bit of use of this, but it's going to run out after only 30 seconds. Yeah, it's already done. Not the best timing for that. I just never get the skill trick to wake up when I want it to. I'm always standing just a little bit too far away. Sure, only I'm allowed to use guns. You may not. Do not allow it. Another canine ring here. Take out the leader. The subordinates will self-destruct on you. You can also kill the subordinates, but it's slower. Forces would generally do that though, because they can just take them out all at once. I can't use my knives yet. Dang. Okay, Partisan, excellent. That's a great drop. Might be able to use it at level 11 in place of the Dragon HP. Put the Knight Power on, then I'll have just enough attack power to use it for full opt. I might need a real Knight Power though. Oh, this is a very good Mine 2 map. We'll be zooming through here. Alright, good stuff. Come over here, guys. Oh, that was beautiful how that lined up. I've had 9 soul atomizers. Very nice. I could use that as a supplementary mag food now. Still haven't found a brand, so let's check these boxes. I'm just getting blue boxes all over. Blue boxes and techniques. Oh no, I got slowed. Anyway. Gather all these guys up as much as possible. Kind of risky what I did there. I could get double hit, and double hit with a crit would definitely kill me from that HP level, so I gotta be a little bit more careful. Those skill tricks awkwardly spawn above the floor, so you see them kind of drop down a little bit. Oh no, anyway. Oh, anyway, okay, maybe I should stop getting shocked. It's like a good mix, though, of enemies to annoy you. Canadians to shock you from up top, Giltrix to slow you from down below. If their animations are staggered like that, they can get pretty annoying. This is like one of the places I could have used mech guns, but my auto gun's doing just fine, so. Take out the Doob Witch, and all the Doob Chicks in the room instantly self-destruct. Nice crit. Alright, so here's the Garens. You can get a lot of free hits here. Now it's going to shoot its missiles. I'm going to run around and it's going to hit itself with its own missiles. No drop, come on. Anyway, actually, Confused Trap would be good here. Confused Trap did not live up to the hype. Okay. That gun's not live up to the hype. Now the Doob Chicks are just in the way here. Okay. I did more damage to them. Anyway, it's only 300 HP. Really want a brand. I honestly don't know. I guess I have the knives. If I hit level 11, I should be able to use the knives. But, like, I have no other weapon for Volopt that will kill phase 2 very quickly. We found a Giga Shield. Unfortunate. Okay, so these Giltrix I can bypass entirely. These three right here I can bypass, but it's tricky to do so, so I just kill them. I should probably just heal. Got plenty of mana mates. Being triple hit by Garens and dying would be bad. So those Giltrix are behind me anyway. Having your keyboard open to take away targeting, very good here, so you don't slow as you run around the Garens. Soul Atomizer. Well, try me. Here, have a Soul Atomizer, Meg. You've earned it. Is this a brand? No. Is this a brand? Maybe. Hey, it's a brand. Yeah, so now I finally got an upgrade to this paper that I've been carrying around forever. Been good, Saber +3, but it's time to go. Another Doob Witch right up here. These guys are going to be annoying today, I guess. Sometimes they swoop down, but oftentimes they do this instead. Really nice having, like, so many Soul Atomizers. You can just play a little aggressively, get shocked, shrug it off, lose nothing of value. one get hit? The confused trap? Yeah, that one did. Okay, good. 3 Sinnohs at once can be kind of tricky, but just get more traps. That's a better brand. Much better brand. No, actually, screw that up. Because I don't let the Sinnoh gold heal. Yeah, we're fine. That's a little dangerous. Let's not do that. Second Garen's back there. Gotta be careful not to go into its missile range. Hey, finally a Trimate. Trimates are like very expensive, but they're full heals. I sold some of them early on just to get cash, but I want to save them for the final boss as much as possible. It's automate, whatever. Partisan. How much is Partisan? Oh, okay. Yeah, we can go use this, and then I can use my Partisan instead, which is much faster. Because I can hit 3 screens at once with the Partisan, as opposed to just one brand. So Volopt, this is one of the coolest bosses I think I've seen in like almost any video game. There are different ways to defeat Phase 1. You could attack the core directly, which is not what I'm going to do. I'm going to attack it indirectly by hitting the screens. And whenever you hit the screens, your attack power is like routed to damage against the core as well. By hitting the screens 3 times like this, I can damage it 3 times that way. It's very nice. Eventually the screens will break though, and then I'll have to do something else for a little bit. Awkward. Wrong one. Guessed wrong. Unfortunate. Didn't even realize I was like behind. This guy really wants to move today. Just let him move, I guess. Back up a little bit more. Hopefully that doesn't cost me time. There. Kept it mostly stun locked there. Honestly, this brand is going to be better than using knives. 25% machine is a big damage boon. Yeah, when you run forces, you just use Gazand on Volopt, and that's very good. Missiles don't launch if they're not on screen, if the launcher's not on screen, by the way. This is where not having a tall Hyuga Seal is going to really be painful. So it can make hitting Volopt when it's above you a little bit awkward like that. He'll be fine though. Yeah, I was a little greedy there. I deserve that hit. Okay, this is an attack that's important to dodge. It does 85 damage if it hits me. It's easy enough to dodge. I can sneak underneath Volopt, and then this time instead of having the missiles never spawn, I'll just be where they can't hit me. They'll just ground themselves as I'm safely tucked underneath them. Now I'm just like awkwardly in Volopt. It's going to push me out when it does the Crusher. You can just move. time I wasn't far enough in for him to do the eject move on me, so I gotta move myself. Same idea though. Have the trap orb ground itself. Whereas you have to like awkwardly run away from it for several seconds. The 100 is my Photon Blast meter. I have a Photon Blast I could use to do a very mild amount of damage to most things, but it's important to have for other things. Someone asked how the RNG's been, and overall it's been okay. The execution has not been stellar, but the RNG's been acceptable. It's not like PB, let alone world record worthy, but it hasn't been like awful to play with. That time I did not make it in to sneak underneath them, so I gotta dodge over to the side, avoid the missiles from spawning. I don't even know if I'm actually hitting the, I think I'm hitting the missile launcher. I'm not hitting the faceplate from here. That's how awkward this is. It's not at the right angle there. No. Missile got out. Probably gonna hit me. Ow. It's dead. Okay. I might as well check the weapon boxes. It's just three of these boxes that are always what they are. You can drop an extra autogun +3. Life +1 is a good upgrade. Sniper don't care about. Startomizer, good for recovery. Icon +4 don't care. And I didn't forget the pillars, so we actually get to go to Ruins without a walk of shame to go reactivate one of these pillars. This map is pretty good. We will play this. I'm a little bit of ways away from... I can probably... this on now. Yep. Okay. Dragon HP good. I'm a little ways away from level 13. Sometimes you get enough experience. You like immediately, almost immediately in the start of Ruins, get to level 13, so you can just spam traps at the start. I'm not quite that high in experience because I got the good mine too. So yeah, this is why the Partisan, by the way, was a very nice drop. Sword is a lot more awkward to use. +2. And make some room here. The Del Saber is an interesting opponent. You can fuse it, or like when it attacks, it will just like zero in on that one thing, and then when it dies, it will warp out. Confusion will like cause it to retarget one of the monsters instead, and that's why it warped out, because one of the Dominions died there. Dominions are basically just those are sharks, though. Dale Sabers also have something called, like, I call them block points, or block HP. If you attack from the front, they have the ability to just negate your attack entirely. Doesn't matter what it is unless it's a technique. But they can only do it for so much HP worth of damage that could be blocked. That was an unfortunate timing. Slapped right out of freeze there. My die made back. One thing I could do with my inventory would be to put my partisan on top so I don't have to like awkwardly scroll to it every time. Dragon HP is so nice here. Claws will topple you at level 12, normally. And claws are very notorious for killing me specifically. I hate claws. Definitely the worst enemy in the game, other than bolt claws. Nice 20% knife. Let's get this thing fixed out. Just gonna reset the room. Keep forgetting. Ow. Those dead minions didn't quite get the memo that I'm supposed to get confused there. The AI, the monster AI in this game, like for the walker enemies, is just not very good at dealing with gaps, like on my left and right now. If they don't see a direct path to me, sometimes they just like have no idea how to fight me, and they'll just go back to their spawn point, and that's what happened for that one Dominion. But the name of the game, for the most part, in Ruins is kite, 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 kite. And Confuse Trap, because Confuse Traps are going to be a bigger source of damage output than I can do myself for the most part. That was just sloppy. Maybe a little early on the damage trap. It's fine though. No reason not to use these traps right here. So I'm about to level. And okay, fine. I didn't get all the guys lined up together, but that's fine. Domain sadly will still topple me for a while. The Dragon HP regular Dominions might not soon enough. 5 experience points to next level. Alright, Dark Belrun. These guys have like 500 HP. Moved a little bit incorrectly. They'll get dizzy if they rotate around. I'm really bad at movement. Please hurry up and get dizzy. There you go. Honestly, not my favorite time to level there. I would have liked to level after this, but whatever. Bowclaws, kind of annoying. I really do not want to be anywhere near them whatsoever. Because if they peck at me twice, they will spawn 4 more claws. Damage traps, though, are very good at dealing with claws. It's gonna be like, yeah, 89 damage, and eventually it can be over 100 by the end of the game. These guys only have 150 HP. That's a big source of my damage. Slicer, why not go for Slicer memes? Oh, I can use my Soul Barrier now. I shall. Really just level increases damage with traps, nothing else. I need to get this autogun higher. This is not the best place for an autogun. That works. Oh, what? I targeted the... Suddenly I started targeting the other bee. That was unfortunate. Get confused. There's a heal ring over there. That's why I'm spamming traps right now. I did not want to use that monomate. Sad. Yep, side rim heal ring. That's why I used some more traps there. So I can get them all back now. Yeesh. Hey. Yeah, if you play version 1, you can do all sorts of crazy things with certain animations, especially the unarmed one. I also play glitched speedruns of this category, and in version 1, basically you just do a 3-step combo, and you slide backwards at the end of it, and then you use that to just bypass certain doors entirely. I guess I'll use my last monomate. I'm kind of waiting for a place to use this Photon Blast on, but it's not going to be for a while. Ideally, I could save it for something good, like Gunners. A little bit low on mates. Dragon HP is... let me not have to use it too often, though. Okay, spawn one Del Saber at a time. So that's the block, but I can abuse that to get around to its side like that. It's already trying to slap me. Yeah, I can rejuvenate its block points just by slapping me with its shield. But no such luck for it this time. It's jumping. Double miss. Did not mean to feed that. I meant to feed that. Okay, well, now I'm down to Trimates. I might just have to bail. Well, we just don't get hit ever. That might be nice. The goodest spot of any, though, to use my Photon Blast. Beller Cannon, go! Smack. Belra has actually taken a good amount of damage from Photon Blast, so hitting 2 of them with that takes out a good chunk of their HP. See if we can get these guys to get dizzy. Perfect. And then we can freeze them to finish them off. Still never fixed my autogun. Now there's... oh, I've got its other partisan, is that... I don't know if it's a better partisan. Hold on. I tried this. Oh, I'm gonna take the hit. I'm just gonna fight now. Don't have any good efficient healing on me. Might as well play it safe. Restock on Monomates, Dimates now. I'll use my Photon last. On the bright side, I can get some egg food. Okay, let's see here. We don't need that brand. Don't need sword. Don't need dagger. I'm gonna keep that knife. Arson +3 is better. Anything good over here? No marksman arm. That would be like the dream. Let's get the marksman arm, and then I could immediately equip lock on if one was found. Okay, we can always come back a second time if we have to, but ideally we'd do that ever. Yeah, someone's talking about Soul Eater. That's a cool way to play the game. Sorcerers are cool. You see how I targeted the right B again? You love that. Spider-Mans are kind of hard to deal with. Don't freeze me, bro. Should have just done that confused trap in the first place. I target the left B this time. Cool. At least I got that thing finally. There's like a lot of stuff you just can't use reasonably in any percent. Like, you know, blades, Gigashes as a Hyuga Seal, Alberts, the breaker I found earlier. But there are other categories that go beyond just normal mode or just any percent. And lets you truly feel powerful by continuing to feed your mag. You must have Bleeded Shield. Yep. Okay, don't want to go too far in this room because there will be options that spawn that make it life so much more complicated. Swing and miss. Up just a little bit. Oh, I'm out of freeze traps. Word. Anyway, kill the Bella for me and all will be forgiven. Perfect. Oh, okay. I thought maybe I was not in range, but that's fine. You didn't get hit at all, did you? At least I got a Monomate refund. Hey, there's the Gigish. So, if you're a Huecast, you might be able to equip this. It can be okay. It's a little awkward though. Sword animations are not as good, but the attack power requirement is just too high for Hyuga Seal to reasonably be able to use this. So Ruins 1 is done. On to Ruins 2. This map is... yeah, it's bottom half. Out of the 6 possible, this one's like 4th. When you're pushing PBs, you just kind of are praying that At the end of your very long run, you don't see maps like this. Unless you're running against maps like that in your PB. I'm about to level. Use this trap, no problem. Lock-ons and busters can start to drop now. That would be very nice if they did. Confuse trap on this wave is fine. It's unfortunate that I lost a lock there. Here's some of the few traps you can't actually dodge just by like running through them. You have to actually like make sure you're positioned correctly. Yeah, maybe I wanted. Okay. I guess traps wouldn't be necessary here. So there's Dark Gunners. These are generally nuisances. Thankfully, they are not required here. They can actually shoot other monsters for you, which is nice. But if you actually have to kill them, you can only attack them when they're in their attack phase. Most of the time they're just idle, moving around in a room like this. They take a very long time to kill as a hunter. Get one shot, one combo claws now, if I hit. Let's check these boxes for Buster and Lock-on. I did level. Gunners are too far away to help. Never mind, that one's there. The skin of my teeth right there. Keep eating the mag. If I can get to like Index, I don't even need the marksman arm to use Lock-on. Love these Monome drops. Makes my sloppy pie a lot easier to get away with. I mean, this is why we play Hugh Casil, because you are an accurate hunter. It's so much better than just Hugh cast Chronic Misser. I was trying to like find a good way to like somehow get the gunners to hit the minions only and not me, but it didn't work out. That was good. So, I could use my Photon Blast to kill these gunners, but there's actually an even bigger wave of gunners with other stuff I want to save it for. Beast Trap will do almost as well. I didn't quite get them lined up the way I wanted. This is not slow at all. Like, okay, not finishing that one. It's a little slow, but we're actually being very cooperative right now. That's right, there are the Del Sabers. How could I forget? That's why this map is bad. Anyway, confuse the Del Saber. Let them solve your problems for you. That one center Del Saber took huge amount of damage. You looked, we're watching closely, you might have seen the moonwalking Del Saber just kind of shuffle on out of there. It's a weird thing that happens for reasons unknown. Field slap, okay. Can work with that. There we go. So that's those 4 Del Sabers have 1600 HP between them, but Confused Trap mitigates so much of it. It's very nice. I don't know why I just let the Claw Peck me for no reason there. The Claw Pecks you, it kind of runs away and then doesn't get hit by your damage trap, and it's just kind of sad. I don't care about any of this other stuff. I care about the Bow Claw. Bow Claw is enemy number 1. Ooh. Sometimes when these Dominions get grouped up together, sometimes they kind of like get stuck on each other and you get drawn in. And they like pull into each other and then it's hard to evade them and you get hit by more than one at once and you die. That almost happened. Make feeding going well. Let's do the last freeze trap. Miss. Hopefully they're almost out of block points now. Being a little impatient. Okay. My luck and my space ran out. Play free telepipe. Okay, I think the game's trying to tell me something. It's telling me to lay a safety pipe. I only have 5, you know, that's 4 more than I ever need. Alright, so the Bringer is the primary wave here. These Dominions are optional. I want to pull all but one of them, ideally. Because I don't want to kill all of them, but I like the experience from the rest. I pulled all but 2 of them. That's fine. Bringer's big shield is actually the blind spot for their attack. So I can just kind of hide underneath the shield here and be totally fine. More mechans. Not the worst mechans ever. Confused Trap, yeah, would be a good idea. Fight each other. I assume it's a shield, I don't know though. They fire with their other arm, I think. Back. That guy's shield slapping, so I'll actually back off. Larzotto kept knifing. There we go. Oh, this is convenient. I've got 2 damage traps. My last damage traps. I can just kind of get the heal ring that's over here. Restock all my traps.
There's a lot of great equipment in this game for casual play that is just like sadly not very relevant because it's outclassed by something by the time you get hit. Didn't check this weapon drop. It wasn't good anyway. But it could have been a lock-on, which would have been great. No weapons. Buster would be nice as well. I might be able to... I should be able to quit Buster by the end. This is one of the few rooms in the game I will definitely turn the lights on for, because it gets really hectic. See, I already lost track of where I was. Oh, this claw came to die. Okay. Slicer didn't burn me. But I probably shouldn't have used it anyway. Yeah, Anti-2 is actually a very good technique if I was playing all missions, where you have to escort NPCs around, or have them escort you around, because if they get paralyzed, it's very uncomfortable compared to what they normally do, which is a lot of damage on your behalf. All missions is a cool category in this game. So it's another one where you just get to fight all this extra stuff. Or with like more powerful weapons than normal. I feel like gunners are actually what I want to be killing here. I let them get away. I should have waited. I'm gonna kill like one of them. Laser's generally just a meme. There are very niche uses for it. That's about it. Life plus 6, neat. Ow. Oh, maybe the gunners are optional. Did I get this mixed up? I probably did. Not all the Del Sabers spawned, so I get to eat that. And the Confusion Party. Slicer's main problem is that it's awkward, its stats are not good. It's just not great. But every now and then you want to actually be at distance and hit multiple things as a hunter. But usually Bartisan's just so much better. Or just a handgun. That claw got away, sad. Got... Oh, also red barrier. Oh, okay. Guess I never actually stand in front of a Del Saber. I didn't realize how far they could reach. Do I actually have to kill the... Yeah, I have to kill the Del Sabers. That's how it works. That's fine. Of course, this guy like saw the freeze trap and was like, I'm just gonna stay very clear of that. I have to awkwardly move around here. That worked out. Reached. Primate, yes. Solemnizer, fine. Feed the mag. Didn't get a Didn't get a lock-on, didn't get a buster. Can still get a chance at that in Ruins 3. This is the final stage before the final boss. And what kind of map is it? It's an okay map. Probably like third best. This one has a lot of dark Belras on it. So that's fine. Better than a lot of gunners. It's like only one gunner wave. Another Gigish. Okay, that bee really had what it was coming to it. Okay. So this is why being short is not very good. I don't think I've ever had that much problem targeting a sorcerer. Sense playing Photo Roll, actually. I'm gonna get hit by this. Okay, that's good. There's the blade. Can't use that. It'd be so nice if I could. It's actually very nice in the Soul Eater category. There's nothing that does like hybrid damage. It's either elemental damage or physical damage. It's like never both. You play Hunters or Rangers, occasionally you get something that's like good for elemental damage. Rangers basically rely on it to do anything of like anything reaching their true potential. It's all going to be from elemental attacks. It is nice that I'm not getting toppled by Dominions. I have to be careful. Oh, Buster, very good. This guy didn't get connect. Yeah, I guess in hindsight, there was no way I was going to do that safely. Soda Banes are just like too fast and too big. Just walk up and knife like other dead minions and expect to get away with it. So there are 3 Belras here. I probably got too close for them to Bellar Cannon. Okay, that one did. Oh jeez. Smack. I want the one to Larkin and the other like that. Free 95 damage. Maybe one more time. I made. Okay, well that's fine. Got my Photon Blast, but I'm not invincible. And Masada, wow. I dropped all the way over here. Random Dominion went and died off in a corner. Their Night Power. $11 Dex. Could have been running right towards this thing, but this is fine. Claws. One more Belras. Scented firing. Don't know if I got hit. Ah. Unfortunate. I dare say did not get hit by either Bellar Cannon there. I would like that Monomate. So yeah, that red barrier is an interesting little... I think they came off of a claw. It's a rare item, technically. It's not very good on its own. You need to get an amplifier of like Foy, Gifoy, or Rufoy. Then it boosts your force techniques. Or you don't have to be a force, but I don't know why any other class would use it. Just dropping things that aren't worth a lot of money right now. Well, here's one place where I could use Slicer and have it not be a total meme. For one combo right here. There. Still got hit anyway. Cannon. Cannon. There you go. More, maybe? Nice. Another blade. So Belras first get dizzy when they rotate around 180 degrees. The second time, they have to be... Shoot. We're gonna get... He escaped. But we spawned the extra claws, sadly. Oh wow, they actually reformed. I almost never see that. So, made a mistake. I was targeting the sorcerer, but I was targeting the Bowclaw with knives. That's not very effective, as you saw. And then the Bowclaw pecked at me twice, so it split into 4 claws. And then I ran out of the room to avoid the Refoy being targeted on me. So I saved myself a hit. I actually just can't fight this with knives, which is sad. I'm just way too short. Never gonna play a short, Yggdrasil again. Like, literally do not make them smaller than this, by the way. Oh, I saw an important thing. Chat. Still looking for a lock gun. Seeing it. Escape bell's nice, I guess. I forget actually where word select is. Anyway, game has word select. The bringers are less exploitable, and ultimately dark bringers don't really have the blind spot. Yeah, this is a sketchy corridor, so I'm gonna put down a safety pipe. Technically, I was not supposed to get hit by that trap. I don't know why the Belra is holding its fire. There we go. Yeah, the red traps here on the side are freeze traps. Don't want to touch those. Could have done better. It was just all wrong. Minion's never gonna get on to go. Kind of thinking he was gonna Bellow Cannon, but guess I was fine. That just happened. Are you done yet? Another 10 Masada drop, thanks, game. Hello, questing for glory. Another buster. I've already evaluated. I cannot knife from up close, so we'll just retreat out. Our traps is just a little awkward. Okay. Run away again. Or died there. That thing really walked. If I die at this point, though, I just get the escape doll. Maybe I should actually die with the escape doll. It would give me my traps back. I'm gonna get them back in only like 500 experience anyway. I don't know. I was thinking about it, I wanted to healed. Now it's like a little bit awkward. Alright, mission accomplished. Kept her Photon Blast until this point. The whole reason we've been holding it until this point is because there are 6 Dark Gunners right here. And we want to not spend time fighting them. We'd like to just sweep them all away in one fell swoop. Like so. Gonna do the same thing, leave the room because I can't avoid getting hit by Refoy anyway. Focus the sorcerer down because I'm too short. Dodge the Belro, just to hurt it off on the side there. Nice. Took out the sorcerer's attack crystal for me. Beautiful. My target. Where'd it go? So sadly, I won't be able to use... Oh, nice try, Grinder. I won't be able to use Buster unless I take off my Dragon Age Shield. Fortunately, I don't really need it either. Let me just set the red barrier on the ground. This isn't a force run. I don't feel shame doing that. Their Night Power. Maybe I have a 3-slot frame somewhere. No. This is like the penultimate room to this level. I'm too short even to fight bringers from certain angles. I think saving the Photon Blast for the pros is correct. Or, not the Photon Blast, the Freeze Trap. Ice Assault. Pointless, though. We'll level after final wave here. Will let me use Buster, which is something. Good job, Slicer. You really tried. Nice. Sometimes the Dominions like just show you their back for no good reason. And that's where you're cued to just unload more heavies than normal. Otherwise you gotta keep a very specific rhythm. You don't need these soul atomizers anymore. Get the 12th dex level. 89 attack accuracy, one more than we need for a lock-on, and yet not a single lock-on dropped. We can put on the Night Power and use this Buster now. 25% Dark is actually a very nice Buster. Look at that damage. The only sad thing is I did not end up with enough recovery items. Like, I could technically maybe win it against the final boss with what I have, but it would be very lucky. For marathon safety, we will pipe back after this. If I was pushing PBs and non-PB pace, I would just go for it. Even with that extra trimate. Let's just be safe. No reason to die. Do have Escape Bell, though. I'll just play it. We could tech this Buster up to 35%. That would be huge. Let's give that one a shot. Normally teching is just a waste of time. Okay, one more time. 35% Fire Buster. Nice meme. Okay. That might even be not, like, time saving. I don't know. How much more can I sell here? Or Fallen Trimates. Nice. There's a marksman arm I needed for the lock-on. I don't have. Alright, coming up on the final boss. We've journeyed down through Rigel, digging deeper and deeper, uncovering the secrets behind the conspiracy of the Pioneer Project. We've stumbled upon some great ultimate sealed evil. If only we stop it. First phase, phase 0. Just a bunch of ads. The Darvants get in your way. Before I forget, let's put that on there. Phase 1. Big three-headed dragon beast thingy. I don't know. It's pretty freaky. Let's use the buster while we can. Clear out the ads. Oh, I do have a Trigrinder. That was not a good movement. I did be very careful not to get corralled into a corner there where I wouldn't be able to use this buster. Oh, okay. Well, those things effectively ate some attacks for me. Of mine. Slow. Wow. Time for this already. We're doing good damage if it's already doing this. Okay. Sometimes I like to try to dodge it just for style points. Like, I know I'm not close to finishing the phase out. It can just keep spamming that over and over again. That's why I wanted to be sure I would not, like, exhaust my healing items. So you never know exactly how many you're going to need. Hit me. Alright, phase 1 done. Phase 2 now. Heads its little dragon heads, and just becomes a giant bulbous, spell-slinging, winged, rainbow-winged creature of death. Also, let's see the Mega Treat. Mega's treated as well. Give a little bit extra power there. Alright, so just gonna keep moving. Robarda, just move to the side, and don't move back too soon like I just did, and you will survive. If you stand in front of it, though, it's a good chance it will hit you twice, and that would be a good way to die. Nice crit. This buster is so good. Oh, he's moving. Getting our calories in. We do not get phase 3. This is the final phase. Hard mode, you get a third phase. That's how you dodge Robarda. Oops. Okay, we only need 130 HP to survive this, so it's by design. Didn't get invincibility from the mag, unfortunately. I swing my saber like that when I get toppled. And actually get up a little bit faster. Some nice little optimization when you get something so telegraphed like that. Yeah, so phase 3 in hard mode, does take a little bit of routing to get through, because you need to make sure you get enough to survive both grants and the big swipe. Really, only HuCast has enough to pull that off. And just barely at that. But I ran that the other day. Other than being long, it's really fun. Falls is down. Time is when I entered the teleporter. And a mysterious red ring falls out of the sky and disappears. We'll never know what happened to Red Ring Rico. But we found a ring. In time. And that's Phantasy Star Online, Episode 1. 80% Hunter Glitchless in 2:22:19. Thanks for having me. It was fun. Hopefully, the PSO speedrunning community is kind of like loosely known. There's not a lot of us. We all just kind of hang around each other's channels. So if you're ever interested, just follow the category, I'd say. You'll find a lot of different people running this game. I think all the links I care about were already put in chat. So nothing specific. Yep. See you guys.